Welcome to the 12th grade honors night. We're excited to have you here at the Hamilton Fierce and Fine Arts Center tonight. I hope you've had a great day. Back thing there. I need to back it up here. On behalf of Superintendent Dr. David Hicks and our Board of Education, and on behalf of our faculty at Bremen High School, we welcome you to tonight's program. We've got some great seniors that we hate to say goodbye to, but tonight is part of that transition as we honor them tonight with many scholarships and recognitions that they worked so hard to earn. So, seniors, I'm very proud of you. I look forward to celebrating with you tonight. You're an awesome group, and you will definitely be missed. At this time, I'm going to ask Ms. Armish to come up. We've got this kind of divided up in sections, and Ms. Armish is going to go first.
Thank you. The U.S. Marine Corps recognizes high school seniors who have maintained a high grade point average and who have distinguished themselves as leaders among their classmates. Sergeant Lopes is here to present these awards.
A little bit taller, sorry. All right, so good evening, everybody. I want to first and foremost thank you for allowing me to come and present these awards. I'm only giving out 3 awards, but truly each one of you have accomplished something. You graduated high school, so I'd like to go ahead and give you a round of applause for that. So, my very first award, it's called the Distinguished Athlete Award. This award goes to somebody who may not have been the most talented athlete at all times, but they always displayed the greatest amount of leadership both on and off the field. They serve as a mentor and a leader for not only their peers, but also younger individuals that may or may not have looked up to them at all times. That very first award goes to Alyssa Taylor. That award's pretty important to me because without sports, I probably would not have graduated high school. I kid. My next award is the Scholastic Excellence Award. This senior displayed a great amount of dedication to their studies. They graduated with at least a 3.5 GPA, and more likely than not, were in a fair amount of honors and AP courses. I'd like to present this award to Hardeep Patel. Hey. I see he's pretty popular. All right, so my very last award is called the Semper Fidelis Award. This award is presented to a member of the band. The Marine Corps has a pretty prestigious band. We have about 7 of them across the nation, including the Commandant's Zone and the President's Zone. We take our band pretty seriously, and I'm very happy to award this to a deserving either bandman or soloist, so I guess the singer as well. I'm not quite sure what instrument you do play, I would say it. But this goes to Sophie Heisinger. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and congratulations to Vice President of Senior.
The Harrelson Chamber of Commerce, in collaboration with Tanner Health Systems, strive to build community leaders from within. Alicia Michael is here to recognize some of our future leaders.
Thank you. Good evening. It is my distinct pleasure tonight to recognize 6 seniors who represented Bremen High School on the 2018-2019 Harrelson Junior Leadership Team, sponsored by Tanner Health System and the Greater Harrelson Chamber of Commerce. 13 total high school seniors, both from Bremen and from Harrelson County High Schools, came together to expand their leadership skills, team building, and to discuss critical issues relating to public health challenges in our community. From their hard work and commitment to making a difference, these seniors will have a lasting effect on the health and wellness of this community. Each of these students will receive an honor cord and a plaque for their participation. It's been a privilege to serve with these students. As I call your name, if you could please come forward to receive a cord recognizing your work along with your plaque. Ashlyn Garner. Brody Parkerson. Michaela Casada. Gracie Walker. And Kayla Willow. I wish to thank the school's administration and educators for encouraging these students' participation, with a special thank you to Dr. Hicks and to Ms. Pam Armas for their generous support. And most importantly, thank you to the students who allowed me to share in their lives for this very short period of time. It's been a true honor to serve with you guys. Thank you.
Colleges and universities strive to recognize students to whom they have awarded scholarships. Regional Admissions Coordinator Wendy Stanley from Piedmont College is with us tonight to present a scholarship.
Good evening. Can I have Michaela Casada to come up? And also, I'd like to wish her an early happy birthday, I think this week. Is that right? Correct. Yeah. On behalf of the President, Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, alumni, I'm very pleased to be here tonight from Piedmont College. If you don't know, Piedmont was established in 1897. It's the oldest private comprehensive liberal arts institution in Northeast Georgia. We have an enrollment of over 2,400 students on our main campus in Demorest and also our campus in Athens. We're fast becoming one of the premier private colleges in the Southeast. Each year, Piedmont College awards over $11 million in scholarships and financial aid to deserving students. For her outstanding academic achievements, I have the honor of awarding the Piedmont Presidential Scholarship to Michaela, which is valued at $14,000 a year for a 4-year total of $56,000.
Ms. Nan Nelson is the scholarship chairman from the University of Alabama Alumni Chapter of West Georgia. She is here to present a scholarship. Also known as the BAM Club, that's a little easier to remember. But as a Bremen alum and a University of Alabama alum, I'm honored to be here tonight to present our annual scholarship. This scholarship is awarded to a future UA student who exemplifies excellence in academics, leadership, and community and school involvement. I'm pleased to present our scholarship to Emmeline Jeffers. I finally get to see her face. I've talked to her and texted her, now I get to finally see her. I would like to introduce Leanne Landrum, a Shorter University admissions counselor.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Leanne Landrum, and I am an admissions counselor at Shorter University. On behalf of our president, Dr. Dallas, our administration, faculty, and staff, I'm here tonight to recognize 3 students for their outstanding academic achievement. We are excited that they have chosen to call the Hill their home this upcoming fall. Receiving a Dean's Scholarship and having also committed to play golf as a Shorter Hawk is Miss Avery Shrews. Receiving a Dean's Scholarship and the Shorter Excellence Scholarship is Mr. Cole Davis. The next scholarship recipient has been awarded one of our most prestigious academic scholarships within our Shorter Scholars Program. This is a competitive scholarship in which students must meet certain GPA and test score requirements, as well as complete an essay and an interview. There were over 75 students who competed for this scholars this year, and very few were successful in receiving a scholarship. The student who will be receiving our Presidential Scholarship, which is worth over $22,000 per year, and covers all of their tuition, is Mr. Carson Cook.
Army Recruiting Officer and Staff Sergeant Samora Saunders has been asked to present a scholarship.
Good afternoon, BHS. As a alumni of Bremen High School, it's an honor to be back here at the school. Sorry about that. The mission of the United States Army Military Academy is to educate and inspire Corps of Cadets, as each graduate is a commissioned leader of character committed to the values of duty, honor, country, and prepare for the career of professional excellence and service to the nation as an officer in the United States Army. On behalf of the President of the United States of America and the United States Military Academy Admissions Committee, I take great pleasure in presenting the certificate of appointment to Jacob Early. Congratulations, 2019.
A representative from Berry College had also planned to attend tonight. Unfortunately, circumstances required her to cancel. She did send certificates for 4 students to be recognized for accepting scholarships. For the following students, please come forward. Ashlyn Garner, the Barry Dean's Scholarship. Jesse Lowry, Academic and Letty Kate Whitehead Scholarship. Emily Kate Thompson. Barry Academic Scholarship. And Carson York, Barry Academic. Unfortunately, as all educational institutions, many colleges are often overextended this time of year. In an effort to maintain recognition of scholarship recipients and athletic participation, the following scholarships have been reported to the counselor's office. Please stand and remain standing in your seat as I call your names. Hannah Aiken, Liberty University Academic Scholarship. Connor Garrett, Savannah College of Arts and Design Scholarship. Kristen Green, Belmont University Academic and Athletic Scholarship. Maddie Harrod, Mississippi State University Freshman Academic Excellence, Non-Resident and Old Bain Scholarship. Caleb Hawkins, Jacksonville State University Gamecock Pride Scholarship. Emmeline Jeffers, University of Alabama Eddie Conyers Scholarship. Olivia Mann, University of West Georgia Foundation Scholarship. Connor McDaniel, Freed Hardman University Trustee Scholarship and Church Match. Stephen McLean, Caliber 1 Scholarship. Ethan Milam, University of Alabama Huntsville Charger Distinction Scholarship. Gwyneth Morris, University of Alabama Scholarship. Madison Page, Faulkner University Camp Scholarship. Megan Perryman, SCAD Achievement Scholarship. Colby Redding, University of Kentucky Bluegrass Scholarship and Kentucky Future Scholar. Lexi Reeves, Truett McConnell University Level 1 Scholarship. Bailey Robinson, Jacksonville State Gamecock Scholarship. Gil Solis, Tennessee Tech University Whitson Memorial Scholarship. Gage Smith, Chick-fil-A Leadership Scholarship. Campbell Sweat, Cumberland University Academic and Athletic Scholarship. Alyssa Taylor, West Virginia University Tech Golden Bear Athletic Scholarship. Abigail Teal, Sidney Lanier Creative Writing Scholarship from Mercer University. Wesley Thomas, Columbus State University Towers Scholarship. Gracie Walker, Sanford University Dean Scholarship and the Leadership Scholarship. Lucas Wright, LaGrange College Fellows Scholarship. A.J. Wiest, Belmont University Merit Scholarship. Congratulations to all of these students for their accomplishments. We wish them all the best as they continue their education. We have additional special guests with us tonight to present scholarships. We are honored to have Bill Hightower here tonight to present a scholarship on behalf of West Georgia Technical College Foundation.
I hope y'all can tell how organized Ms. Ormus is. She had me come right after her so the mic didn't have to move. On behalf of the Board of Directors at West Georgia Technical College, it is my great pleasure to be a part of this community and this great school system. With partners of Dr. Hicks, this administration, it is our pleasure to announce this year's West Georgia Technical Foundation Board of Directors Scholarship to Bethany Couch.
AmbiCare is a valued supporter of our school, our students, and our healthcare science education programs. Bill Hightower is also here to present the AmbiCare Medical Scholarship.
On behalf of my family that has had the pleasure and privilege to serve this community in this city of Bremen for almost 90 years, going on 4 generations, it is our pleasure with AmbiCare EMS, your 911 provider, to provide a scholarship of a student from Bremen High School that will be going into and attending healthcare industry training and degree. At this time, it's my pleasure in knowing this young lady's family and knowing of the history of public safety in this family and ministry, that the AmbiCare Health Scholarship go to Elisa Taylor.
Sandra Stevens is a retired first grade teacher who spent 35 years devoted to her students. Her family has set up a scholarship to honor her for her love and dedication that she so freely gave. Ms. Stevens' daughter, Lisa Stitcher, is here to present on behalf of the family.
Hello. I'm the favorite child, just so everyone knows. I'm the only child that showed up. So now everybody knows. Just kidding. My sister is in Washington with my youngest niece, and my brother is probably coaching a baseball game somewhere. So, I'm your only choice. We're here to present the second annual Sandra Stevens Educational Scholarship. This scholarship has been established to honor our mother, Sandra Stevens, who dedicated 35 years to molding the lives and minds of young children in an influential way. It has often been said that students may not remember what a teacher taught, but rather how the teacher made them feel. As a teacher, she understood the impact she could make in a student's life, many of whom are sitting in the crowd tonight. She loved her students as if they were her own, pushing and encouraging them to reach their highest potential. If you were privileged enough to be in her class, You received her unconditional love and support. Her passion for teaching was and still is evident. Choosing the recipient for this scholarship proved to be a daunting task. When choosing the recipient, we look for someone who exhibits the same qualities as our mom: hardworking, dedicated, loyal, but also has a servant's heart. The recipient of this year's scholarship wants to become a teacher to inspire and lead future generations through sharing her love and passion for education, specifically science. This person understands the powerful influence teachers have in a child's life and would like to impact others in the same manner. Our family feels blessed to be a small part in helping this student achieve her dream of becoming a teacher. We would like to present the second annual Sandra Stevens Educational Scholarship to a student whom we feel our mom would have chosen herself. On behalf of our family, it is our honor and privilege to present this scholarship to Miss Caitlin Williams.
Covenant Life Church continuously reaches out to support not only our community but also our schools. Lead pastor John Butler is a former educator in our school system and has developed an insight and intuition of knowing what we need before we even know we need it. Tonight he is here to present the Covenant Life Church Community Scholarship.
Good evening, everybody. Several years ago, we chose 3 words at Covenant Life to associate with our church. Words to describe us, challenge us, and inspire us. Ideals to aspire to as we fulfill our mission of going and making disciples. Those words are real, relational, and reaching. We believe true life change happens only when people are honest with themselves and honest with others, when they're part of a diverse community of people who share common goals and core values. At its essence, education is also about life change. It's the power to become who you aspire to be. The Covenant Life Church Community Scholarship is a $1,000 award presented to a member of the Bremen High School graduating class who exemplifies those 3 qualities: real, relational, and reaching. The award is not for students who attend our church, but is instead a way for the members of our congregation to encourage a student in our community who aspires to higher education. After reviewing the applications this year, we believe we have a shining example. She's a hard worker and is planning a fulfilling future by serving her community as a nurse. The 2019 Covenant Life Church Community Scholarship goes to Brianna Yurger.
Women's Missionary Union strives to support women who wish to further their education after high school. Ms. Diane Robinson is here to present the WMU Scholarship.
Hi, I am Diane Robinson, and I'm the Harrison County WMU Director. And WMU is a women's organization that equips Christians to be radically involved in the work of our Lord Jesus Christ. And at this time, I would like to present Bailey Robinson with our WMU Scholarship.
Victoria Gunther, a local community advocate, is here to present the Haralson County Republican Party Scholarship.
Every year, the Haralson County Republican Party recognizes two deserving seniors, one from Bremen High and one from Haralson County. Both scholarship recipients, their family, and/or friends are honored during a special breakfast, lunch, or dinner event where they will receive official proclamations acknowledging their many achievements from numerous state officials, to include State Representative Kevin Cook, State Senator Bill Heath, U.S. Congressman Tom Graves, and others. Past recipients have chosen not only to join the Republican Party as active members, but have gone to represent Haralson County at both the district and state levels, and one fine young Bremen recipient may soon be running for a state office. So this award offers much more than just monetary recognition. This year's 2019 scholarship recipient was selected for their hard work ethics, especially in scholastic pursuits, as well as their love of God and Christian values, and their unselfish service, especially to the elderly, as well as children with special needs. Please join me in celebrating Miss Rachel Prater as the 2019.
Mr. Larry Estebanco represents the organization who sponsors the John Tanner Scholarship. If he would please come forward.
First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate all of y'all. It's a clean step in line. The Carroll Bassmasters, in honor of John Tanner Jr., presents a scholarship every year for the last 30 years. Gittle Showis.
On behalf of the Carroll EMC Foundation, Dr. Karen Curtis is here to present to Carroll EMC Scholarship Foundation.
Thank you, Ms. Armas. It's a pleasure to be here this evening, and for all of you that are educators, I'm a former educator, and you're educators in this room. I want to applaud you this evening because look at this great graduating class that you've produced down here. So thank you, educators. Let's give them a hand. And once an educator, always an educator. So it's exciting to be a former educator who gets to stand in this position to share some money with graduating seniors tonight. On behalf of the Carroll EMC Foundation, the scholarships that we provide are brought to you through people that are Carroll EMC members who round up their bills to the next dollar. And so you are helping, those of you who do that, help support these scholarships. So if you don't do that and you're a Carroll EMC member, I'll do a little commercial and encourage you, because that's our way of giving back to the community, in this instance, educational scholarships. We give 2 of these scholarships to each of the schools, or actually there's 4 available for the schools in our West Georgia area. One to a traditional 2 or 4-year school and one to a technical college in Georgia. And tonight I would like to call to the stage Paxton Dortch. And Peyton Campbell. Thank you very much for allowing us to be here. Congratulations to you.
Pioneer Ford Mercury is a proud member of our community and supporter of our schools and students. Mr. Winarchek is here to present a scholarship. The scholarship recipients of Pioneer Ford Mercury are Katie Crawford and James Spencer. Mr. Donnie Boswell. This is a scholarship from the Harrelson Historical Society, and the scholarship goes to Crislin Ledbetter. I know the next one's here. Dr. Stephen and Amy Eubanks share a great love of music and fine arts and wish to share that passion with others. Dr. Stephen Eubanks, would you please come forward?
The Eubanks Excellence in Music Scholarship was inspired by the dedication and the success of Bremen City Schools' music and fine arts programs, and particularly the impact it has had on our family. The students in the Bremen music programs have continually shown success in local and state competitions, as well as in the number of students who have received scholarships to attend music programs. The students are given the instruction, mentorship, and performance opportunities that help foster both their individual talents as well as their love for music. They are also given acceptance of the unique individuals they are. All this is done while also encouraging the students to aim for excellence in other academic and extracurricular activities. With the music programs, the students often find a true second family and make friendships that they will carry on throughout their lives. Many people think of music as a hobby. However, students with true passion for music can find a very rewarding and successful career in many areas of music, including but not limited to music performance, music composition, music education, music therapy, and music industry. This year, we would like to dedicate the scholarship in honor of Mr. Derek Abel. Mr. Abel has a unique ability to connect with students by recognizing them for who they are as individuals and connecting with them on their level. He knows how to push them to excellence and how to pair them with outside instructors specific to their instruments and further challenge them and help them grow. When our oldest child, Lexi, started high school, she was not sure if she wanted to continue in band. Like many of the band kids, she was definitely a girl who marched to her own beat and was not sure what her place would be in high school. Mr. Abel was able to convince her to give it a try, and once she started, she never looked back. Through music, she was able to find her voice, a way to express herself that was uniquely hers. Through music, Lexi was able to, it was through his guidance and support, as well as partnering with her flute instructor, Mrs. Janice Robinson, that Lexi found a scholarship to the music school at Columbus State University. We now have 2 other children coming through the Bremen Band program, and they are thriving and happy there as well. After witnessing the program's impact on our children, my wife and I, Amy, wanted to help other students aspiring to make music their future. Therefore, we developed the Eubanks Excellent in Music Scholarship with the following criteria. The students plan to study music as a major. They have shown involvement and dedication to the music and fine arts program during their time at Bremen City Schools. They have aimed for overall academic excellence, and they have shown themselves to be accepting of students of all different backgrounds. With this in mind, the first annual Eubanks Excellent in Music Scholarship of $1,000 goes to Wesley Thomas.
In preparing for the retirement of Mr. Robert Dortch, the BHS coaches are presenting a College Jumpstart Scholarship in his honor. Coach Russell.
We're gonna need to grease this microphone up, this little microphone holder up, everybody's moving it up. That's on us. Hey, first off, let's start off, would you guys please, Coach North, would you come out here, please? Would you guys give him a huge hand? If you guys don't know what Mr. Dortch does, he does everything. He's been a great friend and mentor to all of us coaches, me just for the last few years, but I know for some of you a really long time. And whatever you say about Mr. Dortch always has your back. If you're blue, he's always got your back. This award that we're going to give is special to me because as a coach's kid, I know sometimes it can, it can be difficult. And how fitting that we honor this scholarship in Mr. Dortch's name, and we present it to Paxton Dortch.
Joey and Kelly Intrican are local business owners, pharmacists, and supporters of Bremen High School. They could not be here tonight to present the James A. Intrican Integrity Scholarship and ask that I read the following. James Intrican had a big smile and an even bigger heart. There is a quote by Maya Angelou that describes him perfectly. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. The Intrican family is honored to present the scholarship this year to Madison Page. Coach Jim Harris and Miss Emily Harris were cornerstones of the Bremen community and the Bremen school system. Their son, Dobby Harris, is here to present scholarships in their memory.
Well, good evening, everybody. Like Pam said, my name's Dobby Harris. I'm proud to call BHS my home. I graduated in 1988. So quite a number of years ago, we just celebrated our 30-year class reunion this past year. So believe me when I tell you this, it goes by really fast. And now I'm like an old guy standing up here and I'm giving out awards. I will just say that this is your last month of high school, and just take a moment, look around tonight, look around during the days that you have coming forward, and these are your classmates. Some of them will be your friends forever. You'll share lifelong memories and bond with them that no one else will have until you die. So cherish these times, because you will never be back at this school as a student. You may come back, but you'll never be back here as a student. But I will only take about another 30 minutes. But I'm just joking, I won't go like 2 minutes. But I'm honored to present 2 scholarships tonight. Before I present the scholarships, Pam was very nice. She posted a photo of my mom and dad from when they were in college. So they did not look like this when I was growing up. Anyway, just want to take a small opportunity to tell you a little bit about them, because you guys may or may not know who they were. My mom was a teacher for over 30 years. She taught Haralson County, so you can move if you want to. She also taught here at BHS a few years. She also taught in kindergarten at the First United Methodist Church. So she kind of taught all over this county. But she graduated from the University of West Georgia. Back then, they just called it Old West Georgia College. But she absolutely loved kids, and she loved being a teacher. My father was a teacher and a coach and a principal for over 30 years as well. A good majority of that was spent right here at Bremen High School and Bremen Middle School. He was, I think, the first principal of Bremen Middle School. So anyway, let me get on with this. He did receive his undergraduate degree at Jacksonville State University, and I think they've always called it Jacksonville State University. And then he got his master's at West Georgia College. He was a 2-sport letterman there in football and baseball, and he basically coached here and was a teacher here and a principal here. Anyway, the first scholarship that I want to present tonight is the Jim and Emily Harris Scholarship for Future Teachers. Someone who has an interest in being a teacher. And they're going to the University of West Georgia, so that's kind of a requirement. This particular scholarship is designated to encourage and provide a BHS student who is going to attend University of West Georgia to be an educator. So it gives me great pleasure to present the 2019 Jim and Emily Harris Scholarship for Educators to the University of West Georgia to Katie Crawford. I want to stand over here like Mr. George. And the second scholarship was created by my father, actually, when he was still alive. And we've been giving this out almost 20 years, or over 20 years, so I can't remember how long. But so this is really goes to a BHS student who is attending Jacksonville State University. My dad undeniably loved the Jacksonville State University Gamecocks. He was very involved in the university throughout his life. And we want to continue to provide a scholarship to that university to a BHS graduate who has selected Jacksonville State as their college. You don't have to be a teacher, but it's highly encouraged there at Jacksonville State. But it gives me great pleasure to present the 2019 Jim and Emily Harris Scholarship Memorial to Jacksonville State University to Bailey Robinson. Thanks. Go Blue Devils.
Colby Rutledge was best known as a family man. His character was demonstrated in his work ethic and his personal testimony evident in his deeds. Colby's sister, Katie Silver, and his daughter Mo is here to present 2 scholarships in his memory.
Good evening. I'm Katie Silver, and I'm so pleased to be here with Mo and with my parents who are out in the audience, Mike and Lisa Rutledge, to present this scholarship tonight. The Colby L. Rutledge Engineering Scholarship is given each year in memory of Colby by his family. Colby was an engineer and executive project manager who oversaw large-scale commercial projects, including for the Braves Stadium, Atlanta Braves Stadium, Cobb County. Colby received his civil engineering degree from Southern Polytechnic State University in 1996 and earned a professional engineer certification in 2006. Colby supported the Bremen education community, and his 2 daughters, Mo and Kirby Lee, attend Bremen City Schools. Colby was a great student and an accomplished and well-respected engineer, but the first thing that anyone who knew him would want you to know about him was that he was a good man, and he had strong character. And so the recipient of the 2019 Colby L. Rutledge Scholarship is a great student. She's planning to pursue a career in engineering, but most importantly, she's a young lady of strong character. On behalf of Colby's family, I would like to present the Colby L. Rutledge Engineering Scholarship to Ms. Ava Lutz. We also have a second one-time scholarship that's being given this year. The Kirby Tad Rutledge Scholarship is given in memory of Tad by his mother, Cindy Rutledge, and I'm pleased to present that on her behalf tonight. Tad was born to Cindy and Colby Rutledge on November 13, 2000, weighing only a pound. His parents were so thankful for the blessing that Tad was for the 13 days that he was here with them. Tad would have graduated with you guys, the class of 2019. This scholarship was planned by his parents many years ago as a way to honor his precious life here on earth. Tad and his father are together now, and this scholarship is given tonight to honor them both. Tad's mother chose the recipient of the Kirby Tad Rutledge Scholarship because he's a young man who always has a smile on his face and always seems so joyful. And that's how she pictures Tad would be today. On behalf of Cindy Rutledge, and in honor of Colby Rutledge, I would like to present the Kirby Tad Rutledge Scholarship to Mr. Isaiah Trusty. Brett and Jenny Wright achieved both academically and athletically at Bremen, with their parents by their side for support and encouragement.
Unfortunately, their mother, Ms. Pam Wright, lost her battle to cancer shortly after Jenny graduated in 2010. Mr. Johnny Wright is here to present a scholarship in Ms. Wright's memory.
Thank you. On behalf of my son and daughter, Brett Wright and Jenny Wright Dunson, I'm very honored tonight to present the 9th annual Pam Wright Memorial Scholarship in memory of my wife, who lost her life to breast cancer in 2010 at the age of 48 after a very courageous 5-year battle with the disease. Pam Wright was a great supporter of Bremen school system and the athletic program for many years. She was a 1984 graduate of Tift College in Forsyth, Georgia. Many of you may have known Pam either through her time as director of preschool at Tallapoosa First Baptist Church or as a substitute teacher in the Bremen and Harrison County school systems, or perhaps as a fellow supportive parent attending baseball and softball games of our children for over 15 years. If you knew Pam, you were familiar with the joy and uplifting countenance that she always showed forth, often through great pain from her scoliosis or later from her cancer treatments. Tonight and each day, my family is comforted by our faith and the assurance we have of Pam's relationship with God through Jesus Christ, as evidenced by her walk in this life. We know that she is now much better off and free from pain. While we miss her dearly, our family has chosen to focus on how blessed we were for having shared this life with her and to try to be the encouraging and uplifting force that she was for many. Each year, the Pam Wright Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a student who demonstrates traits and characteristics similar to those my wife possessed, someone who strives to be a positive role model for others, including a spirit of humility, gratitude, optimism, perseverance, encouragement, a pleasant and positive attitude toward life and toward others, even through adversity, and one who has achieved in and out of the classroom and has a strong work ethic. There were many excellent candidates for this scholarship this year, and making a single decision was difficult. However, one candidate particularly touched us and stood out as, in the words of her teachers, as a fighter who does not give up. These are exactly the words we would use to describe our Pam. Our scholarship recipient is also described as brilliant, hardworking, and kind. This student does not allow life's tragedies to keep her down, but perseveres and continues to excel. And so it is my honor tonight to present the 2019 Pam Wright Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Miss Jessie Lowry.
Paul Saylor made a lasting impression on Bremen High School and this community. Many have worked diligently to ensure his legacy continues through the Paul Saylor Memorial Scholarship and the Veterans Memorial Scoreboard in our stadium. Paul's mother, Ms. Patty Saylor, is here to present the Paul Saylor Memorial Scholarship.
My name is Patty Saylor, as Pam said. My son, Paul Saylor, graduated from Bremen in 2002. Paul was a kind, caring person. He got the North Georgia Scholarship and he joined the National Guard right after he graduated. On August 15th of 2005, Paul lost his life while serving in Iraq. Paul was the kind of person who was kind to everyone. He stood up for the underdog and wanted people to be happy. So the main thing I look for in a young man as I'm choosing the recipient of the scholarship is someone who's like Paul, a loving, kind, caring, and respectful person. I read the essays very carefully, and then I narrow it down from there. This year, one of the essays stuck out to me immediately. I knew as I read it that he was like Paul. The words, "I try to be nice to everyone," are just like Paul. But what really reminded me of Paul is when I read the words, "I have learned that all people are important." That is the way Paul lived his life. He knew that everyone is important. Each year, I read the plaque to tell who we picked to receive Paul's scholarship. If you allow me to. Paul had a kindness that was felt by all that were around him. He always stood out in a crowd. He was not afraid to do what he felt was right. Paul despised injustices and stood up for the underdog. He never felt it was important to put others down to build himself up. He loved life and lived it to the fullest. You usually don't get emotional. This is year 14. You think the person receiving this award has shown the attributes of what we loved in Paul. God bless Campbell Sweat and may his life be filled with success and joy. Football season is over, the coaches pick someone to receive the Paul Saylor Award. This award, Paul died in August, and Mr. McManus called me about September, October, and said, "We want to have a Paul Saylor Hero Football Award." They knew that he wouldn't want it to be called a Memorial Award. Each year, the coaches pick someone who was like Paul, on and off the field. This year, Paxton Dortch won the award, and I'm proud to know that. I feel a lot of great things about
At this time, I would like to turn the program over to Dr. Huff to present additional local scholarships.
Thank you so much to our families and businesses that donated scholarships to all of our seniors. We greatly appreciate it, so we thank you on behalf of our seniors. Each year, there are a number of scholarships offered to graduating seniors. The application process began in the fall this year for those who wish to apply. Various committee members come to VHS and select the recipient of each scholarship entrusted to them for selection. Please come forward and receive your scholarship as I call your name. This scholarship is given in memory of Christy Davis, a former Bremen student who tragically lost her life in an auto accident. The scholarship recognizes hard work, determination, and athletic achievement. The 2018 Christy Davis Memorial Scholarship goes to Alyssa Taylor. Try again. The College Club of Harrison County, the Virginia B. Morris Memorial Scholarship is presented to President Ledbetter. Bremen Educational Association awards a scholarship to an outstanding senior interested in pursuing a career in education. This year's recipient is Bo Barrow. The Harrelson Bremen Retired Educators Association Scholarship is given to a deserving senior interested in pursuing a career in education. This year's recipient is Ms. Tess Mumford. Carson Cook, Ava Williamson, and Farrah Neal, if you would join me on stage. Really digging your mustache there. We're winning, so keep wearing it. The Bremen Rotary Club presents 3 scholarships tonight. The Rotary Club gives a scholarship to a deserving graduate in the honor of President of Rotary Club, Rob Golden. This year's scholarship goes to Carson Cook. The Bremen Rotary Club Roy B. Sewell Scholarship is given in memory of Roy B. Sewell Sr. This year's recipient is Ms. Ava Williamson. And the BHS Interact Club is the Rotary Club student version of their organization. The Bremen Rotary Club awards a leadership scholarship to the club president. This year's recipient is Ms. Farrah Neal. If I could have Rachel Prater, Carson Sauls, Gage Smith, and DJ Blackstock join me on stage. Jones Elementary PTO Scholarship is given to a senior that attended Jones Elementary. The 2019 recipient of the Jones Elementary PTO Scholarship is Rachel Prater. The Bremen Junior Women's Club Scholarship is awarded to an outstanding female who has volunteered a minimum of 20 hours at club events. This year's recipient is Carson Sauls. The Real Warrior Scholarship recognizes a senior wrestler who has balanced classroom responsibilities with extracurricular activities without giving up or giving in. This year's scholarship goes to Gage Smith. It is with great pleasure that the Watson family awards a scholarship in memory of Gillan Watson, Sr., to a student attending the University of West Georgia. This year's recipient is DJ Blackstock. Thank you. Instead of being seated, Hannah Jameson, Gil Schultz, and Lamisha Thomas will join me on stage. The Betty Ann Slate Arnold Scholarship is named for the late wife former Bremen City Superintendent Hubert Arnold. The Slate family awards this scholarship to a student pursuing a degree in education. This year's recipient is Hannah Jameson. The Jane Newberg Memorial Lady Scholarship awards a scholarship to a deserving graduating female who has participated on the girls' golf team and will be attending the Credit College in the fall. The 2019 Jane Newberg Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Gil Schultz. The Blank family has touched the hearts of the entire Bremen community. The two tragedies that struck this family have taught lessons of life, courage, and resilience. But most of all, it has taught the power of faith. The annual Ethan Blank Memorial Scholarship has been developed to demonstrate that the friends of the Blank family have not forgotten the powerful testimony of Grace Shelton. This year's recipient of the Ethan Blank Memorial Scholarship is Lamisha Thomas. While they're being seated, Rachel Prater, Campbell Sweat, President Ledbetter, and Bo Barrow will join back on stage. This scholarship is in memory of Shirley Crawford, a former teacher at H.A. Jones Elementary School. This scholarship recognizes an individual who exhibits strong work ethic and determination. This year's scholarship goes to Rachel Prater. The Stan Slaughter Memorial Scholarship is awarded by the Slaughter family. This year's recipient, Mr. Campbell Sweat. Today's scholarship is given in memory of John Frank McClellan, the late husband of former VHS teacher extraordinaire Helen McClellan. This year's recipient is President Ledbetter. The H. Bryan Scholarship is awarded to a student who is a VHS honor graduate, participated in VHS work-based learning, and also participated in both VHS sports and service clubs. The 2019 H. Bryan Scholarship is awarded to Bo Barrow. If Justin Carlisle, Simran Patel, and Campbell Sweat will join me. Quentin L. Miles was an educator for over 30 years and a principal for most of his career. He taught in Haralson, Catoosa, and Carroll counties. As an educator, Mr. Miles went above and beyond what was required of him, always putting the needs of the students first. Mr. Miles was a man who stood for what he felt was right, even if it wasn't always popular. The Miles family awards a scholarship in his memory. The 2019 recipient of the Quentin L. Miles Scholarship is Justin Carlisle. As evidenced by his service of 12 years on the Bremen Board of Education, Dr. Jack Pritchett valued education. A scholarship is given in his name and presented to a graduate who demonstrated enthusiasm for learning in the field of science. This year's recipient of the Dr. Jack Pritchett Memorial Scholarship is Simran Patel. The Jack Worley Scholarship from the Warren Sewell Foundation recognizes students of high moral standards, Christian character, and service, and who are mission-minded. The recipient of the Jack Worley Scholarship, Mr. Campbell Sweat. Anna Wiggins, Jada Parham, and Caleb Hawkins, if you'll join me on stage. The H.A. Jones Scholarship was established in honor and memory of great educator, former superintendent of Bremen City Schools. The 2019 scholarships are awarded to Anna Williams and Jada Park. Caleb makes me laugh every day. Robbie Robinson died of a fatal heart attack in July of 2012. To honor Robbie's life, his family focused upon two things he loved most: football and Bremen High School. A scholarship has been developed for a deserving senior football player with the characteristics, disposition, and spirit much like Robbie. To assist the family in choosing a recipient, candidates must be nominated by the coaching staff and interviewed by a family member of Robbie Robinson. Family desires for the student to be in good standing both academically and athletically, and to be both respectful and respected, to exhibit integrity, honesty, humility, perseverance, and leadership. The recipient of the Robbie Robinson Memorial Scholarship is Caleb Hawkins. We often get notice of scholarships that come about after the program is already developed, because many of you as seniors are reaching out to organizations outside of Bremen High School. So this time, Christian Green, if you would stand. Christian Green has been named a semifinalist for the National Baylor Scholarship Program. She was one of over 3,900 students to apply across the U.S. and is in the top 10%. So she's anxiously waiting that final announcement of winners. So congratulations, Christian Green. Abby Garrett and Carson Cook, if you would please stand. The Wendy's High School Heisman Program recognizes the nation's most esteemed high school senior men and women for excellence in academics, athletics, and community involvement. These students go above and beyond on the field, the classroom, and their communities. And this year's winners for Bremen High School are Abby Garrett and Carson Cook. With the following students, please join me on stage. If you'll hold your applause, I'll tell you what this award is all about once they get up here. But Peyton Campbell, Isaac Crane, Connor Garrett, Preston Hendricks, Emily Jeffers, Mackenzie Lippum, Olivia Mann, Rachel Prater, Chelsea Reese, Gidel Scholas, Peyton Smith, Rod Thacker, Jesse Lowry, Ava Williamson. If you would join me on stage. When I call your name, if you would just step forward. 1 year perfect attendance, Peyton Campbell. One year perfect attendance, Isaac Crane. You know, some years we have students that had 12, 13 years perfect attendance. Not so with this group. They had a great time though. 1 year perfect attendance, Connor Garrett. Sometimes we celebrate small milestones. 1 year perfect attendance, Preston Hendricks. 1 year perfect attendance, Emily Jeffers. 1 year perfect attendance, Mackenzie Lippum. 1 year perfect attendance, Olivia Mann. 1 year perfect attendance, Rachel Prater. 1 year perfect attendance, Chelsea Reese. 1 year perfect attendance, Gidel Scholas. 1 year perfect attendance, Peyton Smith. 1 year perfect attendance, Rod Thacker. 2 years perfect attendance, Jesse Lowry. 2 years perfect attendance, Ava Williamson. Congratulations to this group. If you would just join me on stage. Carson Cook, Jeannie Yang, Tyler Lipscomb, Ava Williamson, Emily Yager, Anna Grace Walker, Joshua Cooper, Lindy Dewberry, Molly Ewan, Caitlin Holtz, Preston Hendricks, Madeline McAdams, Isaac Crane. When I call your name, if you'll step forward and help our administrators out. These are our academic awards for 2019. The Calculus Award goes to Carson Cook. The AP Calc Award goes to Jeannie Yang. Statistical Reasoning Award goes to Tyler Lipscomb. AP Stats Award goes to Ava Williamson. Advanced Mathematical Decision Making goes to Emily Yager. Advanced Composition goes to Anna Grace Walker. Conceptual Physics goes to Joshua Cooper. Honors Physics goes to Jeannie Yang. Zoology goes to Lindy Dewberry. John Baker Science Award goes to Ava Williamson. The Government Award goes to Molly Ewan. The AP Psychology Award goes to Ava Williamson. The Lurline Wagner Social Studies Award goes to Ava Williamson. The Essentials of Healthcare goes to Caitlin Holtz. Caitlin, you might as well stand right there because you also have two more awards coming, the Allied Health Medicine and the Entrepreneurship Awards. The Financial Literacy Award goes to Preston Hendricks. The Angie Barker Work-Based Learning Award goes to Maddie McAdams. Youth Apprenticeship Award goes to Isaac Crane. The Theater Award goes to Mr. Joshua Cooper. As this group is being seated, I'll call up the next group of students. Nick Wheeler, Logan Phillips, Savannah House, Bailey Robinson, Hannah Jameson, Brooke Atkinson, Stephen McLean, Ben Barrow, Hannah Aiken, Brandon Charles, Nicole Balsker, AJ Weist, and Connor McDaniel. Our Food Science Award goes to Mr. Nick Wheeler. Applications of Engineering goes to Logan Phillips. Food for Life goes to Savannah House. Teaching as a Profession goes to Bailey Robinson. Fibers 4 goes to Hannah Jameson. Art 4 goes to Brooke The Drama Award goes to Brandon Charles. Give him a nickname of Brandon, not shy anymore, Charles. The Concert Choir Award goes to Nicole Boston. The Show Choir Award goes to Brandon Charles. The Beginning Guitar Techniques Award goes to AJ Weiss. And the Advanced Guitar Techniques goes to Connor McGann. As they're being seated, I'll call the next group of students because there may be some movements here. Nicole Boston, Dan Barrow, Molly Ewan, Michael Greenhall, Emmeline Jeffers, Ethan Malone, Alexis Reeves, Gage Smith, Lakeisha Thomas, Anna Grace Walker, Farrah O'Neill, Maddie McAdams, Ethan Brock, Christian Green, Savannah House, Crystal Ledbetter, Kayla Casada, Emily Richardson, Rhoda Packer, Lamisha Thomas, and AJ Weiss. A few of these. Each of these seniors are being honored tonight for their excellence in their area of service. They receive a red cord tonight, having performed various volunteer hours outside the school activities and programs. All of these students have earned at least 300 hours of service. Thank you so much. We're very proud of you. We'll issue these red cords at this time. What we have learned, colored cords are very important to these seniors. We've learned that through many questions that we have answered over the last 4 years. Congratulations to our Service Corps winners. There are several very special senior awards that we'd like to give out at this time. With the following students, please come forward as your name is called. Serena Wilson, Molly Ewan, and Brooke Atkinson. In 1988, Bremen High School started an Art Purchase Award. This art is chosen from senior artwork and is displayed and added to student artwork in our Bremen High School office. This year, the Bremen High School Office Purchase Award goes to Serena Wilson. The Counselor's Office has selected for their Purchase Award Ms. Molly Ewan. Our Media Center, though she could not be here, we recognize Ms. Brooke Atkinson. If Avery Shrews and Paxton Dorms will please join us on the stage. The Girls Citizenship Award recipient is selected by the faculty, and she's best known for her sweet disposition. She's not only intelligent, but she's also very talented and athletic. She has been described by her instructors as compassionate, kind, and respectful. This young lady's character is exhibited in all that she does. The 2019 Girls Citizenship Award goes to Avery Shrews. The BHS Boys Citizenship Award is determined by the faculty as well. This young man is respectful and conscientious. He loves athletics, but he also has a musical side. He is trustworthy, dependable, and he's a faithful member of the Bremen First United Methodist Church Youth Group, where he's a role model for many of our younger middle school boys. The 2019 Boys Citizenship Award goes to Paxton George. While Dr. Hicks is making his way up to give this next award, if Carson Cook and Jada Parham will join us on stage. The T. Murphy Mamata Superintendent's Award is given annually to a graduating boy and girl who positively represent their school and community both on and off campus. Mr. Mamata passed away in April of 2017, and these awards are now given in his memory for his service to Bremen City Schools as superintendent from July 1979 until June of 1990. This year's recipients have been chosen by the Mamata's family, who have additionally added a textbook scholarship to this award to reinforce the value Mr. Mamata and his entire family place on post-secondary education. Bremen City Schools' current superintendent, Dr. David Hicks, is here presenting these awards tonight. The first recipient is extremely well-rounded. She is intelligent, athletic, and artistic. She is described as a hard worker and a role model for others. She is motivated. She has taken on numerous dual enrollment classes to get a head start on college. The female winner of the prestigious Superintendent's Award is Jada Parham. This young man is best known for his compassion for others. He's intelligent and athletic, but more importantly, he leads by example and he treats everyone with kindness. Teachers describe him as bringing joy to the classroom. The male winner of the prestigious Superintendent's Award is Carson Cook. Is there being seated? Ben Barrow, would you join us on stage? This next award is given in memory of Jim Harris, also known as Coach Harris, who was a former principal of Bremen High School. This award is given in his memory to an outstanding senior who excels in academics and athletics and reflects the traditions, values, and character that made Jim Harris such a special person. The recipient of the 2019 Jim Harris Award is Ben Barrow. While he's being seated, if Abel Williamson and Robin Campbell would join us on stage. The Star Student Award goes to a senior with the highest SAT score and who is in the top 10% of her class. The Star Student from Bremen High School, class of 2019, is Ava Williamson. And Ava chose as her star teacher our senior mom, Ms. Robin Campbell.
Over the last several years, Bremen High School honor graduates take this evening to recognize an educator who has made a lasting impact on their education. Educators who are selected will be recognized with a BHS Teacher of Distinction Award. This is my favorite part of the night. To ensure we aren't here too late, we ask all educators who are being recognized to stand and move to the right side of the stage, so just right along there. If you're being recognized tonight and you've gotten a letter, go right over there right now. We're going to try to make this faster. As they are getting ready and in order, Ms. Campbell's going to put them in alphabetical order. We will call forward our honor graduates. and those that they have recognized as teachers of distinction. Because of the large number of honor graduates, we will call honor graduates to the stage in 3 groups and then call their teachers of distinction forward to receive their plaques. Honor graduates, when called to the stage, please stand in the numbered locations you are assigned. So there's a 1, a 2, and a 3. And please remain on stage until all 3 groups are dismissed. As stated, we have 3 groups on stage at a time, so hold your applause until all groups are recognized. So, I would like Hannah Aiken, Rachel Prater, Rada Thakar, and Caitlin Williams to come and stand in place number 1. At number 2, I would like Grace Barboza, Bo Barrow, and Katie Reed. And then at number 3, AJ Weeks. Group 1 would like to recognize Mr. Derek Abel. Group 2 recognizes Ms. Bernice Ariano. And AJ at Group 3 recognizes Mr. Jeremy Bell. If those teachers will come forward. Good job, everybody. All right, now we need Madison Johnson at number 2 and Connor Garrett at number 3. Coach Russell's going to be at spot 1. He's going to take the place of Tyler Lipscomb tonight. All right. So at spot number 1, standing in for Tyler Lipscomb, we have Coach Russell, and he recognizes Miss Felicia Brower. Madison Johnson recognizes Rick Brower. And Connor Garrett recognizes Miss Debbie Burgess. Let's give them all a round of applause. Okay, big group coming up. At number 1, we need Wade Cartwright, Carson Cook, Preston Hendricks, Mitchell Marcuse, Ethan Milam, Karina Patel, Simran Patel, Wesley Thomas, and Jenny Yang. At number 2, we need Ben Barrow. And at number 3, we need Paxton Dorch. Group 1 would like to recognize Ms. Robin Campbell. At number 2, Ben Barrow recognizes Mr. Josh Carter. And at number 3, Paxton Dorch recognizes his father, Mr. Robert Dorch. Good job. All right, we have another big group coming up. So we need Drew McLean, Kartik Patel, Jacob Stubbs, and Lucas Wright at number 1, Brant Ivy at number 2, and Abby Garrett at number 3. Group 1 would like to recognize Mr. Jason Fields. Grant Ivy recognizes Coach Nick Folds. And Abby Garrett recognizes her father, Mr. Bill Garrett. Let's give them one more round. All right, so next, at number 1, we need Brody Parkerson. At number 2, we need Cole Davis, Olivia Davis, Jacob Gurley, Keaton Langford, Jesse Lowry, Tess Mumford, Will Nix, James Spencer, and Ava Williamson. All of y'all are at number 2. And at number 3, Lexi Reeves. At number 1, Brody Parkerson recognizes his former middle school teacher, Miss Michelle Geisey. Students at group number 2 recognize Mr. Dan Gurley. And at number 3, Lexi Reeves recognizes Miss Amy Geis. One more round of applause. All right, moving forward, Maddie Herrick, please stand at number 1. At number 2, Nicole Baltziger, Kaylee McElroy, and Fair O'Neill. And standing at number 3, Isaac Crane and Avery Shrews. Maddie recognizes her mother, Miss Katie Ann Harrod. Group number 2 recognizes Miss Christina Hightower. And group number 3 recognizes Mrs. Jennifer Leatherman. One more round of applause. Okay, next we have Bethany Couch, Anna Grace McBrayer, Connor McDaniel, and Carson York at number 1. At number 2, we have Gwyneth Morris and Mackenzie Olby. And at number 3 is Gage Smith. Group 1 recognizes Miss Jamie Lipscomb. Group 2 recognizes Miss Katie Marinelli. And at 3, Gage Smith recognizes me. All right, let's give him one more round of applause. Okay, Anna Wiggins, you're at number 1, Molly Ewing, number 2, and at number 3 are Chloe Elliott and Emily Kate Thompson. All right. Anna Wiggins, she recognizes Miss Tracy Morris. Molly Ewing recognizes Miss Jessica Munchnick. And Chloe Elliott and Emily Kate recognize Miss Jessica Patterson. All right, one more round of applause. Moving forward, I need Ashlyn Garner at number 1, Michael Greenhall, Mackenzie Lippum, Gittle Scholas, and Alyssa Taylor at number 2, Savannah McIntosh and Jada Carm at number 3. Tonight, Ashlyn recognizes Miss Amy Pointer. The students at Group 2 recognize Mr. Billy Pollard. And at Group 3, these students recognize Miss Crystal Pollard. One more round of applause. All right, moving forward. I need Chrislyn Ledbetter at number 1, Lindy Dewberry and Kristen Green at number 2, Katie Crawford and Maddie McAdams at number 3. Chrislyn recognizes Miss Whitney Presnell. Group 2 recognizes Mr. Randy Pruitt. And Group 3 recognizes former BHS teacher Miss Carla Remillard. Let's give them one more round of applause. All right. At number 1, I need Emily Richardson, number 2, Michaela Quasada, and number 3, Logan Dixon. Emily recognizes her mother, Miss Christina Richardson. Michaela recognizes Miss Janet Shrews. And Hale Singleton. And one more round of applause. Next, Colby Redding at number 1, Will Rainey and Haley Wilson at number 2, Josh Cooper, Brandon Charles, and Sophie Tysinger at number 3. Tonight, Colby recognizes Miss Lisa Stitcher. Will Rainey and Haley Wilson recognize Miss Allison Tanner. And he is standing for she's on the Washington trip. And group number 3, Miss Monica Turner. All right, another round of applause so we can get them off the stage. All right. Good job. All right, last one for the evening. I need Caitlin Holtz, Kyle Jackson, McKinley Jackson, Emmeline Jeffries, Olivia Mann, Olivia Strickland, and Gracie Walker. Went a little bit out of order because there were so many of them, so I saved this till the end. They recognize Nurse Randa Smith.
Shannon Williams, Hunter Trenton, and Linda Richardson will join us on stage. The Laws of Life Essay Contest is a statewide running competition for high schoolers that asks them to dig deep, to examine themselves, to reflect on their core values such as generosity, courage, and compassion. We're a good company. There are 46,000 students across Georgia that participate in this contest. We're very proud of the long tradition of participating here at Bremen High School. 12th grade honorable mention for Laws of Life essay, Mr. Hunter Trenton and Emily Richardson. Congratulations. Ms. Kristen Ledbetter, if you would join us on stage. The Young Georgia Authors Contest is a statewide creative writing competition for high schoolers that asks them to explore their creativity with the genres of fiction, creative nonfiction, poetry, journalism, and wonderful essay. Students first participated in a school-wide competition, and then school-wide winners competed at a regional level, and then regional levels going to state. We are so proud that we have students participating every year at Bremen High School. The 12th grade winner of the Georgia Authors Contest is Kristen Ledbetter. We have three groups of students to bring up now. These are our honor graduates. They'll come up. If you'll line up, we'll give you your cords. We'll let you line up first, and then Mr. George, Mr. Guinness will put the cords in your necks. But if you would join me on stage, Hannah Aiken, Nicole Bosker, Isabella Barbosa, Bo Barrow, Ben Barrow, Donald Cartwright, Brandon Charles, Carson Cook, Joshua Cooper, Bethany Couch, Isaac Crane, Caitlin Crawford, Benjamin Davis, Olivia Davis. Looks like we're going to bring up 5 or 6 here. There's a lot of these guys. Congratulations to our first group of honor graduates. Next, join me on stage, Lindy Newberry, Logan Dixon, Paxton Dorsch, Ansley Elliott, Molly Ewan, Lindsay Garner, Abby Garrett, Connor Garrett, Christian Green, Michael Greenhall, Jacob Gurley, Maddie Harrod, Preston Hendricks. Congratulations, honor graduates. As they're being seated, Caitlin Holmes, Brent Ivy, Al Jackson, McKinley Jackson, Eli Jeffers, Madison Johnson, Keaton Langford, Kristen Ledbetter, Kenzie Lippman, Tyler Lipscomb, Jesse Lowry, Lydia Mann, Mitchell Marcuse, and Maddie McAdams. You all join me on stage. Congratulations, honor graduates. As they're being seated, we have another group. Hannah McBrayer, John McDaniel, Savannah McIntosh, Andrew McLean, Cannon McElroy, Ethan Milam, Clint Morris, Tess Mumford, William Nix, Kenzie Olby, Karen O'Neill, Julia Carr, Bernie Parkinson. We've not forgotten your tassels, just so you know, honor graduates. Last year we learned from mistakes, they all got tangled up on stage. We were trying to hand those out. So that's why we were doing the cords. If you'll just stick around, we'll take your tassels for you as well. Congratulations, honor graduates. We're almost there. Two more groups. Karina Patel, Hardy Patel, Simran Patel, Rachel Prater, Michaela Casada, Will Rainey, Colby Redding, Mary Reed, Lexi Reeves, Emily Richardson, Avery Shrews, Gil Scholas, Gage Smith, James Spencer, Olivia Strickland, Jacob Stubbs. Congratulations, honor graduates. Next we have Alyssa Taylor, Ron Packer, Wesley Thomas, Emily Thompson, Sophie Tysinger, Anna Walker, Nick Wheeler, Anna Wiggins, Caitlin Williams, Ava Williamson, Joy Wilson, Lucas Wright, AJ Weish, Jenny Yang, and Carson York. Honor graduates, please don't forget to come by before you leave tonight and get your tassels. I don't think Ms. Campbell wants all of you in her regular part-time to figure that out, so please stop by and pick those up tonight before you leave. Congratulations, honor graduates. Being named Val and Sal in this class is no small order. It's a very competition. To be honest with you, they've been competing since at least 8th grade, I think. The class of 2019, salutatorian, is Miss Nicole Boston. Class of 2019, valedictorian is Miss Ava Williamson. Let's give them one more round of applause. As we plan towards graduation, I do want to recognize two, we'll call them young men that I guess in essence are graduating. We have two that will be retiring very soon. And we are very, very excited, and we want to say thank you to two very special men that have been great friends, great co-workers, great leaders in our school. Mr. Derek Abel and Mr. Robert Norton. These are gifts from the class of 2019. Congratulations, graduates. with you. Always know that you are loved. Don't forget to come by here tonight and get your honor graduate task